basically, it's going to be it's obviously an interview, but it's going to be more of a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not, like, awkward and not that typical.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay. So I'm here with Cody Brown. He's a junior. We're at Parkview High School, 17 years old, just turned 17 December. I'm not a stalker.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Are you talking about you or him?
Him.
Oh, your birthday's in December? Oh, wait, your birthday's on Christmas.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot. Okay.
And he is an outside linebacker and a running back for Parkview, number 7 on the field. And got offers from Vanderbilt.
22 offers.
22 off.
Yeah.
22. And one of them is from Vanderbilt.
Yep, that's one of them.
Is that just because of football, or is your grades have something to do with it too?
Well, most of the schools that come through say it's really easy to offer me because they watch my film, and then my coach will tell them that I have a 4.0. So I guess that's part of the reason too.
That's good, because I noticed like one of your quotes was like, you posted this on Twitter, and you said take pride on what you do on and off the field.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's good that you focus not just on your sport, but on your grades as well.
No, definitely, because it translates. If you only take pride on the field and off the field, you turn into a different person. Then it completely changes your game. But if you take pride in everything you do, then it's gonna show on the field, and it definitely pays off.
Like that. That's good. So I know you just visited Tennessee like what, a few weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
It was really, really fun because all the visits you go on, it's kind of the same thing. They're gonna show you the super nice facilities and everything, but you got to look at the small details about how what the school's gonna be like, the community, the people, the coaches, and Knoxville I really like Knoxville.
Okay. So have you? Because you said you have 22 offers.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have any school in mind?
I'm trying to narrow it down just a little bit. The process is a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Because I'm really making a decision that's gonna determine the rest of my life. So I'm taking it in stride. Trying not to stress about it too much.
Okay. So, do you have a favorite football team as a kid?
Growing up, of course, because we're in Georgia, college, I always liked the Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah.
And because I always wanted to play in between the hedges, and NFL teams. Of course, the Falcons would be not too good. So.
Yeah. Speaking of Falcons and NFL, have you ever had any thoughts of going to the next level above college, or you're just kind of like going with the flow? Because everybody out here thinks you're gonna be the next The Rock.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I would love to be like him, but he never made it to the NFL. But my dream is the NFL. Because when I started playing football, that's what it was for. I said I want to play in the league, and I want to make sure my mom never has to work again. So that's what I want to do it for. I want to do it for my family, and it helps that I really love the game of football too.
Yeah, it does help. You love the game instead of just playing it.
Definitely.
So speaking of your mom, so she's like your main supporter, right?
Definitely.
So is it just you and your mom?
Well, right now, because my sister's in college, it's so I live with my mom. My sister's in college, and I have a brother and sister that they're out the house.
Oh yeah, mother. Oh, did not know that. Okay, so not just football,
Right.
because obviously that's what everybody knows you as, a football player.
Yep.
You also track athlete.
Yeah.
You do shot put,
Shot put, discus, and
discus.
I run too.
Do you like track?
I do it. I do it for football. We can say
Yeah, for
that.
football.
Yeah.
And you've also done other sports. Have you done other sports as a child?
Well, growing up, I swam. I played basketball. I played soccer. I played soccer last year. I'm not playing this season though. And I stopped swimming when we got to high school, and I stopped playing basketball when we got to high school too.
Okay, so very diverse with your sports. That's good.
Yeah, just trying to have fun. We kids
Yeah,
out
of
here.
course. Yeah. So, has anyone ever doubted you, or did you have anything like as a drive to make you do better in football, or is it just you naturally had it because you naturally loved football?
When I first started playing football, I was I don't know how to say this. I was a little chubby kid. I was a little pudgy, and I used to get made fun of in school, and you know, being a kid, you know, I was sensitive, so it really got to me, and well, it made me work super 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 hard, and I still have that complex. Like, I still have to work just as hard as I did then, because the second I stop working, someone's gonna get better than me.
Yes, remember that. There's always someone who's working just as hard as you. Yeah.
Definitely.
I like that. Okay. So, community-wise, there's a lot of kids that look up to you. Actually, there's a lot of people, your peers, that look up to you as well. So, what do you do for your community rather than just, you know, them being your supporters? Do you give back?
Definitely, because my mom always she's preaching that, you know, they support you, you have to support them. So during football season, on Saturdays I volunteer at the park. I'm up there all day, for the youth football teams, and I just like, you know, giving back to the youth, because I was once in their shoes, and I loved it when, you know, the high school players came in, you know, hung out with us, helped coach them. So that's what I do. I help coach some of the teams. I'm up there on Saturdays, and you know, whatever I can do to give back to the community that made me. I love doing that. And on Thursdays, I announce the JV and freshman games.
Oh, you do?
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, a little passion that.
Oh, so you thinking about doing that?
Yeah, I really like broadcasting. That's what I want to. I'm majoring in college.
Oh.
That's really good.
That's really good.
Yeah, communication. That's what I want to do.
So you thinking about, I don't know, like maybe when you're done with your football career, because, you know, obviously everything comes to an end. Are you
Right.
thinking about at like maybe those pro games, or like
Definitely.
like over the intercom saying,
Mhm.
okay.
That's the goal after football.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Be on TV.
Okay, so here in 2019, y'all made it to the Final Four. How did that feel?
Amazing. Never been there in my life in high school before. It was a little bit overwhelming, but, you know.
Do you ever get nervous before a game? Because I know you've done this since like day one.
Yeah. Same. I get the same feeling before every game. Don't matter who we play. It's I wouldn't say nervous, but I get a little
Anxious?
anxious, a little hungry too.
That's good. Okay, so 2018. How far did we make it? To the second round?
Yeah, we lost in the second round to Archer.
Archer.
Yep.
Okay, if you look back at the film, I'm pretty sure you obviously part of the film, and all over TV, you really like worked your butt off to try to make your team win. Because Parkview, the score was close. It wasn't like a big gap.
Super close.
How did you feel before y'all went against Archer? Because I know y'all watched films of your opponents to know, so you knew who you were going against.
Right. We knew that they're one of the best teams in the state, and we weren't even supposed to be there. Like, we were supposed to lose in the first round. No one thought we were gonna do anything. We were 10-0. We didn't lose in the season. So we went. Archer thought it was gonna be sweet, and we punched him in the mouth. We fought the entire game. And last quarter, it was in the fourth, couple minutes left. I scored I think 87-yard touchdown run, and we were up 3 points, and there was like a minute left on the clock.
I know that.
And then they went down and scored off a big throw, and we got the ball back and we couldn't score, and that was the end of my sophomore season.
You really tried to when y'all got the ball back, didn't you?
Yeah,
You
I tried.
a lot.
Yeah, I tried, but I guess, you know, right after that, when it was fresh, I didn't. I thought maybe it was my fault that we. You have to realize that there's only so much you can do. It's a team effort, and but that made me go even harder my junior year.
Obviously.
And we getting one step closer. So senior campaign, it's gonna be something different.
Watch out. So, how did y'all feel after the game? Do y'all ever get mad after a loss, or like how do y'all cope with, especially when y'all lost against Archer?
Well, there's a bunch of different type of players. There's the players that don't talk to anybody. There's the players that try to laugh it off, and the people they don't accept it. They don't like. They're not realizing that our season's ended.
Denial, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. There's guys that dwell on it forever, and it sits in you until you get to play another game of football.
Okay. How about this past season, y'all made it very far. So we lost, obviously. But was your ending emotions different because of the fact that you made it farther than last year? You made it to the Final Four. So you're basically one step closer to making it to the final round.
No difference. We still lost. To
Okay.
me, it don't matter how far you went. You know, a loss is a loss. I'm super proud of my team.
But you
and
could have made it farther.
What we accomplished. I knew we should have won state. You know, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But I know what we were capable of, and we fell short. And I'm really proud of what we did this season. But we're coming back harder than ever next year.
Okay. So football, you want to make it to the next level,
Yep, that's the
and
goal.
after you want to be a broadcaster for football.
Yep,
It's great.
that's the goal.
Okay. Seems like you have, and you're still deciding on colleges.
Yep, and taking it as I see it. Hard process, but
Are there any more offers coming, or you just?
right now it's a dead period. So once spring starts, that's
Yeah.
recruiting season again. So we'll see.
Okay. Vanderbilt. Yeah, you got offered to Vanderbilt. Honestly, that's like one of those high Ivy League schools.
Yeah, it's one of the
Yeah.
smartest schools.
Yeah, one of the smartest schools. Well, thank you for your
course.
time.
Yeah, thanks for having me out
I know
here.
this was really short, but
No, it's okay. You good?
But yeah, I'm Sydney Mitchell, interviewing Cody Brown, who's obviously, well, not obviously, we're not gonna, but we hope he's gonna make it somewhere.
Yep.
And if y'all see this, just know.
That's the goal.
Thank you. Okay, now we're gonna
Yeah.
take a picture real quick.